Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear students, now inshallah I am going to talk about unit 36, which focuses on reason, purpose, and result. The first thing we are going to come across is reason. When we talk about reason, we mean why something happens. A synonym for reason is for the reason that. Reason means for the reason that. So when we talk about reason, we talk about why something happens using because, as, since, and this stuff. Okay? Okay, let's start. I went home early because, as, since I was feeling a bit tired. Note, with as or since, the reason, in this example, feeling tired, is often known to the listener or the reader. Again, so with as and since, the reason is known or is often known to the listener or to the reader. So it is this important. It is also common to put as, since at the beginning. So it is okay to say, for example, since he was ill, he didn't go to school. As he was ill, he didn't go to school. So we can use as and since at the beginning of sentences. Okay? As since I was feeling tired, I went home early. In spoken English, many native speakers would use so after the reason. So they say, I was feeling a bit tired, so I went home early. So instead of using because, since, as, they use so. They use so. Okay? This is for native speakers. For native speakers. Okay? So they use so when they took. I was feeling tired, or I was feeling a bit tired, so I went home early. Okay, so these things seem to be very easy. We can also use because of, but with a different construction. Compare. Of course, with because of, we do not use a clause after because of. We cannot say, for example, because of he was ill. No, because of his illness, because of being ill. So the construction after because of is different. We can use ing form, we can use noun phrase, and this stuff. We cannot use a clause. I mean, we cannot use a subject and a verb. And that's why we say here with a different construction. We always go there because the weather is absolutely wonderful. Because the weather is the subject, is the verb, and this is the complement. Because noun plus verb. So after because we can use a clause. We always go there because of the wonderful weather. The wonderful weather. So here we have noun plus an adjective. A wonderful weather. Okay? So adjective plus a noun. Okay. Due to and owing to have the same meaning as because of. So they are the same meaning. They have the same meaning. Because of is the same as owing to and due to, but they are more formal. They are more formal. This is important. Due to and owing to are more formal and are often used in sentences which explain the reason for a problem. The reason for a problem. The plane was late due to the bad weather. We cannot say due to the weather was bad because the construction is different. The plane was late due to bad weather. Due to is often used after the verb to be. Yes, due to or owing to the power cut last night, I missed the late film on TV. I missed the late film on TV. So due to, because of, and owing to are the same, but due to and owing to are more formal. And that's it. Okay, let's go to cause and result verbs. Cause and result verbs. There are some verbs which we can use in similar ways to the words above. Okay, police think the bus caused the accident. Caused means the bus was responsible for the accident. It was responsible for. Okay, caused. Okay, caused. Bring about, lead to. Okay, caused. Okay. The extra investment should lead to more jobs. Lead to means result in. Okay, so the extra investment should result in more jobs. Okay, should bring about more jobs. So we have different alternatives. Cause and result verbs sometimes appear together in this way. Police think that a cigarette caused the fire, which resulted in the destruction of the building. So we have caused and resulted in. So it is, we have within this sentence, we have a cause and result. A cause and result. What is the cause? Okay, police think that a cigarette caused. So the cause is the cigarette. What is the result? The result is the destruction of the building. Okay, easy. Okay, purpose. We know a purpose is an intention. Yes, of course. A purpose is an intention, an aim, or a reason for doing something. Why? Okay, the purpose of buying this book was to improve my English. Why? Why did you buy this book? I bought it to improve my English. Okay, the purpose. Why? Okay, but we often introduce a purpose using so that. Either so or so that. Okay, I bought this book so that I can improve my English. I bought this book so that I can. And notice that after so that we can use, or it is usually can and could. These two modals, sometimes may, sometimes, okay, can usually be used here. They often occur after so that. Can, could, may, okay? So I bought this book so that I can improve my English. So the purpose of buying the book is to improve my English, okay? They went home early so that they could watch the match on television. Why did they go home early? The purpose, what is the purpose? What was the purpose? Is that so that they could watch the match on television. So after so or so that comes the purpose. We moved house. We moved house means we moved to a new house so that we could send our children to this school. So or so that. So or so that. Okay? We can use so without that. Note in spoken English, people often just say so without that. So it is okay to say we moved a house so we could send our children to this school. Okay? But it is also very common, as in this example, to use a modal verb. Yes. To use a modal verb like can, could, after so that. It's okay. We can use could, can, okay, after so that. And sometimes may. Good. Let's go to result. Let's go to result. These words introduce a result. I left the ticket at home, so I'm afraid I had to buy another one. Okay? So I'm afraid I had to buy another one. What is the result? The result is after so. I left the ticket at home. So this is the reason. This is the reason. The cause. What happened to me? I left the ticket at home. So what is the result? I'm afraid I had to buy another one. Okay? 2. I forgot to send the letters. Consequently, as a result, consequently, and we have to notice here and to be careful regarding punctuation, full stop, capital letter, and comma. Okay? I forgot to send the letters. Consequently, some people didn't know about the meeting. Some people didn't know about the meeting. So what comes after consequently is the result. Some people didn't know about the meeting. She was extremely hardworking and therefore deserved the promotion. Notice here it is not therefore, it is and therefore. And therefore deserved the promotion. And we have to notice here that therefore is used in one sentence. We don't have two sentences here. Just one sentence. She was extremely hardworking and therefore we didn't say therefore she deserved the promotion. We said she was extremely hardworking and therefore deserved. We didn't have the subject. And we added and therefore. And therefore, and we have to notice here and to be careful concerning or about the punctuation. And therefore, without commas, without full stops. Okay? And therefore deserved the promotion. Both, we can say she was extremely hardworking, full stop. Therefore, comma, she deserved the promotion. Okay? Okay, so what is the result? She deserved the promotion. Both the manager and his assistant were ill, As a result, full stop, as a result, comma, there was no one to take decisions. Good. Note, so is the most common, and usually, the first one, links ideas in a single sentence. They usually link ideas in a single sentence. As a result, and consequently are more formal. Again, as a result, and consequently are more formal, and usually connect ideas in two separate sentences. If we come back here, both the manager and his assistant were ill, full stop, as a result, comma, there was no one to take decisions. So we have two separate sentences. Okay, as a result, also here is the same. Okay, therefore, consequently. Good. Note, so is the most common and usually links ideas in a single sentence. As a result and consequently are more formal and usually connect ideas in two separate sentences, as in the examples. Therefore, also more formal, can be used in a single sentence like this one. Like this one. Where is it? Like this one. And therefore, yeah. Therefore, also more formal can be used in a single sentence as in the example, but many also connect two sentences. So therefore, can be used to connect two ideas in a simple sentence or in one sentence. At the same time, it can be used to connect two, simple sentences together. Okay? Okay. Therefore, we can say, for example, I forgot to send the letters, full stop, therefore, comma, some people didn't know about the meeting. So in this way, it connects two simple sentences. But if we say, and therefore, we say that it is, or it is used to connect two ideas in a simple sentence. Okay? So this is done for unit 36. Students are required to do the exercises alone. You can do the exercises alone. Let's move to the next unit, which is 37. 37. I think it talks about the physical world. The physical world. Okay, dear students, as for the physical world, when we talk about the physical world, we talk about everything around us. So the physical world means all of the stuff around you. All of the stuff around you. But with physical, we mean that something is really there. That something is really there. So physical means it is really there. So you can see it, you can touch it. This is the meaning of physical. However, the physical world is everything, all the stuff around you. All the stuff around you. Okay? Physical features. Okay? This is the earth, sun, stars, moon, earth, equator, North Pole, moon, South Pole, okay? Equator. Okay, physical features. The physical features, we mean, oceans, seas, mountain ranges, and this stuff. Okay, continents, first of all. We have Asia and Europe. Countries, China, Brazil. With Asia, Europe, we do not use the definite article, the. We don't use it, okay? Asia, Europe. With countries, China, Brazil, and even most cities, lots of cities, we don't use the definite article, the. Okay? China, Brazil, Palestine, and this stuff. Islands like Sicily, Corsica, Hong Kong, we don't use, okay? Definite article. Groups of islands, the Bahamas, the Balearics, the Bahamas, we use the definite article. Oceans, the Atlantic Ocean, the Pacific Ocean, the Indian Ocean, we use it. With seas, rivers, okay? Rivers, seas, oceans, we use the definite article. Oceans, okay? The Atlantic Ocean, the Pacific Ocean, the Indian Ocean, seas, the Red Sea, the Dead Sea, the Mediterranean, okay? Lakes, Lake Tanganyika, Lake Titicaca, Okay, lake without the even. Rivers, the Nile, the Mississippi, we use the article. Okay, falls, Niagara Falls, Iguazu Falls, or some people say Iguazu Falls, Iguazu Falls, Niagara Falls. Okay, Niagara Falls, the Iguazu Falls. Mountains, Mount Everest, Mount Fuji. If it is one mountain, it is, I mean, the definite article that is not used. Mount Everest, Mount Fuji. But if we are talking about ranges of mountains, we use the, like the Alps. The Alps. Okay? The Alps. I mean, a number of mountains. The Alps. They are very famous. Mount Everest, Mount Fuji. Okay, so if we are talking about one mountain, it's like Mount Everest. We don't use the definite article there. But if we are talking about ranges of mountains like the Alps, and we use the. Okay, mountain ranges, the Andes, the Alps. Okay, it's very clear here. Jungles, the Amazon, also called the Amazon rainforest, the Amazon. Okay, forests, the Black Forest. Deserts, the Sahara, the Gobi. Okay. Note sometimes you need the definite article there. For example, the Atlantic Ocean, the Alps. Sometimes no article is used. Mount Everest and Lake Titicaca. Compare this with your own language. Okay. So I think you have already studied the use of the definite article. Natural disasters. A disaster is a catastrophe. A disaster is a catastrophe. A disaster is when something terrible happens, which often results in death, destruction, and suffering. Like hurricanes, floods, volcanoes, earthquakes, droughts, and this stuff. Okay. Here we have volcanic eruption. We have earthquakes. We have flood. Okay. We have hurricane or hurricane, both. Drought. Okay. Good. I think we have come to the end. Yes. Good. So also students are required to do the exercises alone. Okay, they are required to do the exercises on their own. Okay, let's move to unit 38, which talks about weather. Okay, dear students, now we are with unit 38, which talks about weather. Okay, the weather is the state of the atmosphere. It is the state of the atmosphere, like if it is hot, cold, wet, dry, etc. Okay, we have weather conditions. Look at this list of common weather words. Notice that it is very common to form adjectives by adding y, like noun, sun, sunny, cloudy, fog, foggy, heat, hot. Okay, but notice that we double the last consonant in. Okay, fog. Okay, foggy. Wind, windy. Ice, icy, with e or without e. Shower, showery. Okay, shower, showery. If it is a showery day, it means we are having a short period of rain or snow. It is showering outside. Okay, we are having a short period of rain or snow. Okay, showery, with frequent showers of rain. It is showery. Okay, it's a showery day. We also say he showered her with gifts. Okay, or showered gifts on her. So it's okay to say he showered her with gifts. أغدق عليها الهدايا. أغدق عليها. He showered her with gifts, or he showered the gifts on her. Okay? Okay, so shower means with frequent showers of rain. Humidity, humid. Humidity, humid. Okay, note, when it rains for a short period of time, we call it a shower. We call it a shower. Okay, we call it a shower. For example, we had several showers yesterday afternoon. When it is raining a lot, we often say it is pouring with rain, or it is pouring. It is pouring, or it is pouring with rain. Okay, this phrase is much more common than it is raining cats and dogs. This is cliche, okay? So it is raining cats and dogs is not in common as it's pouring with rain. Americans say it's pouring with rain, okay? So this phrase is much more common than it's raining cats and dogs, which many students seem to learn, okay? So it's much better for us as learners of English to say pouring with rain, or it is pouring. It is pouring, okay? Okay. I think we are done with this, okay? Temperature, thermometer, is an instrument. It is an instrument which is used for measuring the temperature of somebody, of something. So it's an instrument. It's an instrument used for measuring the temperature of people, of something, okay? Thermometer, okay? Boiling, very hot, hot, warm, not very warm, cold, also chilly. Cold means chilly. Freezing, it's a freezing, okay? Very cold. It is very cold. Chilly, chilly, okay? Too cold, you can say. Too cold, okay? People around the world have different ideas about temperature. 5 degrees centigrade, 5 degrees centigrade is a freezing for many Brazilians. Minus 10 degrees or 10 degrees below zero is very cold, but quite normal in the mountains in Switzerland during the winter when it usually snows a lot. Okay, so this is the different temperatures in the world, okay? 30 to 35 degrees is boiling for England and very unusual, but it is very common in parts of Spain during the summer. Okay? Done with this. Wind. Gone with the wind. Okay? Gone with the wind. Right? The first word here is very gentle. The last is more than 100 kilometers per hour and can be very dangerous. So this is the last one. Breeze. Very gentle. Breeze. Breeze. In Arabic, it means nasim. Okay? And the last one, hurricane or hurricane. Here, the last one is more than 100 kilometers per hour and can be very dangerous. It talks about, he means the hurricane. Okay? Good. We have, by the way, things related with this word, wind. Like in the wind. If we say something is in the wind, it means it is about to happen. Okay? If we say something is in the wind, it is in the wind, it means it is about to happen. Okay? But if we say that something is like the wind, okay, he's like the wind, he runs like the wind. If we say like the wind, it means very quickly. Like the wind means very quickly. However, in the wind means it is about to happen. Okay, we have many other things actually related to this word. Okay, a breeze, wind, a strong wind, gale, hurricane. Okay, breeze, wind, strong wind, gale. It's a gale, a strong storm or wind. A gale is a strong storm or wind. Okay, it was a hot day, but there was a lovely breeze. The wind blew my hat off. It blew my hat off. Okay, it blew my hat off. The hurricane in Florida destroyed trees and buildings. Hurricane. Okay, hurricane. We have many words for hurricane. We have cyclone, we have tornado, we have a twister. Okay? For hurricane, we have twister, we have cyclone, we have tornado, we have tempest, zoba, tempest, okay? Good. Done. Thunderstorms. A thunderstorm is a storm with thunder and lightning, and that's why it is called thunderstorm. So it is a storm with thunder and lightning, okay? عواصف رعدية in Arabic. A spell, a period of very hot weather, often ends with a thunderstorm. This is a spell. فترة, a period. It means a period. By the way, a spell in Arabic also means ta'wida. Okay? So a spell, a period of a very hot weather, often ends with a thunderstorm. First, it becomes very humid, hot and wet. Humid, which means hot and wet. Then you get thunder and lightning, and finally, very heavy rain. It pours with rain. Afterwards, it is usually cooler and it feels fresher. Okay? So this is the end. You can do the exercises on the next page alone, like for example, true or false. If a sentence is false, write a true sentence about the weather conditions in the sentence. So you do these sentences on your own, but I'd like to read them. It often pours with rain in the desert. It gets quite chilly in the desert in the evening. Thunder makes a noise. Lightning can kill people. A shower is a gentle breeze. A spell of hot weather may end in a thunderstorm. If it is humid, the air will be very dry. Below zero, water turns to ice. Heavy rain means that it is pouring with rain. When it's foggy, you need sunglasses. Okay, so you write true or false, and if the sentence is false, you write a true sentence about it. Okay, you do the other exercises alone, right? Let's go to unit 39, using the land. Okay, using the land, we have ground and soil. The difference between ground and soil. Okay, when we walk, our feet are on the ground. Ground means the general word for the surface of the earth. So it is a general word for the surface of the earth. The surface of the earth. This is the ground. Okay, for the top part of the ground, where grass and flowers grow, we use the word soil. So soil is part of the ground. It is the top part of the ground. It is the top part of the ground. Okay, so the ground is the general word for the surface of the earth, but the top part of the ground is the soil. Soil is where we grow, where we plant flowers. Okay, for the top part of the ground, where grass and flowers grow, we use the word soil. Okay, so it is very easy. There were no seats in the park, so we had to sit on the ground. The ground is very hard because it hasn't rained for weeks. Plants don't grow very well here because the soil is too dry. If it is related to planting, okay, if the context is related to planting something, we talk about, or we use soil. Okay, I said plants. It is plants or plants. Plants don't grow very well here because the soil is too dry. Done? Okay, above the ground. Some land is used for parks and gardens where we often grow trees and plants, living things with roots and leaves, smaller than trees which grow in the soil. So this is a plant. Okay? Again. Some land is used for parks and gardens. Yes, parks. Okay? Some land is used for parks and gardens where we often grow trees and plants. What do you mean by plants? Living things with roots and leaves, smaller than trees which grow in the soil. First, you plant the tree or plant. What the meaning of plant? Put the tree or plant in the ground. This is the meaning of plant as a verb. Plant as a verb. Okay, put the tree or plant in the ground. Then you must water it. Give it water. Water it as a verb also. Water it. So you plant something, first of all, Then after you water it. You water it, okay? Notice here that we can use plant and water as verbs and nouns. As verbs and nouns, okay? So this is above the ground, and okay? Here, tree, leaves, branches, okay? Roots. So these are above the ground. Roots are, okay? Sorry. Roots are under the ground. Roots are under the ground, okay? Plants. These are plants, okay? Plants. Plants are smaller than trees. So these are plants. These are trees, okay? This is grass. This is the soil, okay? Roots. Good. Land in the country is often used for agriculture, farming. So if you are in the country and you talk about land, you talk about it in terms of agriculture and farming. Some farms concentrate on dairy. Dairy produce أجبان. Okay, تصنيع الأجبان. Okay, dairy produce products like produce, okay, such as milk, butter, and cheese. Other farms keep animals which are slaughtered, okay, killed and sold for their meat. For example, cows and lambs, okay, lambs. Some farms use the land to grow fruit, like apples and pears, okay? Vegetables, e.g. potatoes and carrots and cereals, like wheat, maize and barley, okay? When they are ready, farmers pick the fruit and harvest the other crops. Okay, pick the fruit and harvest the other crops. Take the other crops from the ground. This period is called the harvest. We use the word crops as a general word to describe all the things that are grown to be eaten. Crops. It's a general word to describe all the things that are grown to be eaten. This is the meaning of crops, okay? In parts of Africa, the crops fail because of the drought. It's the drought, a long period without rain. If a specific place, okay, or an area suffers from drought, it means it is without water, without rain for a long period of time. Jafaf, okay? In parts of Africa, the crops failed because of the drought. We had a wonderful crop of barley last year. Of course, barley is sha'ir. Maize, dhura. Good. Okay, see, below the ground, one of the main activities below the ground is mining. التنجيم, التعدين. Okay, this is the process of extracting or removing or taking out different materials. For example, coal, gold from below the ground. So again, one of the main activities below the ground is under the ground is mining. This is the process of digging out, extracting different materials like coal, gold from below the ground. Okay? We call the place a mine. A mine. Mines, places where we go and extract different materials. This is the mine, okay? Mines. We call the place a mine, like a coal mine or a gold mine. مناجم فحم, مناجم الذهب. These are some of the materials, of the metals we take out of the ground. These are some of the metals we take out of the ground. Gold, a valuable yellow metal used to make coins and jewelry. Silver, a valuable whitish metal used to make coins and jewelry. Silver. Iron usually takes the form of a hard, dark gray metal and is used in building and to make tools. It is also used to make steel. This is iron, the Iron Man, okay? The Iron Mask. Tin, 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 a softer metal often used to cover other materials or metals, okay? Tin, tin. القصدير. Copper, النحاس. Copper, a soft reddish metal. It permits heat, okay? It permits heat and electricity to pass through it easily. Okay, so this is enough. And we still have the last one, the last unit. You do the exercises alone, by the way. You do the exercises alone on the next page. And last but not least, we have unit 40, which talks about animals and insects. Animals and insects. Okay, for animals and insects, what are pets and farm animals? Pets are animals that are kept at home. Pets like cats, like small dogs, cats, and this stuff. These are pets. We cannot say that a lion, a tiger, okay, a bear is a bear, because they are wild animals. They are wild animals. Pets are animals that are kept at home, and farm animals, okay? Many people keep pets, domestic animals, we say, domestic animals. Domestic airlines, okay? Domestic animals that live with people in Britain, okay? That live with people in Britain. The most common are dogs and cats, but children in particular sometimes keep mice. Mice, okay? Mice, plural. A mouse, singular. And rabbits. Mice and rabbits, okay? Okay. Mice, mouse. Good. Rabbit. Okay. We have a rabbit, goat, mouse. Okay. So many people keep pets, which are domestic animals that live with people. Good. Like cats and dogs. Farm animals include sheep, pigs, cows, horses, chickens, and goats. Good. Note the word sheep is the singular and plural form. That's to say a sheep or some sheep. A young sheep is called a lamb. It is called a lamb. It is called a lamb. Okay, lamb. B is silent. The B is silent here. Okay. So these sheep, some sheep, okay, and a sheep, one sheep. So it is singular and plural. The word sheep is the singular and plural form of the word. Okay, good. The young sheep, a young sheep is called lamb. Wild animals, these are found in zoos, in the wild. Okay, okay. In a zoo or in the wild, you will find these wild animals. Like what? Like elephant, bear, camel, lion, tiger, monkey, gorilla, leopard, zebra, giraffe. Okay? Again, zebra, giraffe, gorilla, leopard, monkey, lion, tiger, camel, bear, elephant. Common insects. Here are some common insects. So these animals are wild animals. Okay? Okay. Bee, ant, mosquito, butterfly, fly, spider. These are insects. These are insects. In the water, in the air, and on the ground. In the water, in the air, and on the ground. On the ground. Okay? Here are some creatures, living things like animals, birds, fish that swim, fly, or move along the ground. Along the ground. Notice here in the water, in the air, but on the ground. Okay? We have the whale, shark, eagle, snail, snake. Okay? Snail. At a snail's pace. Snail. Okay? Snail. At a snail's pace. It means very slowly. He walks or he runs or he drives at a snail pace. At a snail's pace. P-A-C-E. Okay? It means very slowly, because the snail is very slow. That's it. Okay? That's it. Thank you very much. You do the exercises alone, okay? You do the other exercises on your own. And here we can say we have come to the end of our course. Thank you for joining me. Until we meet again in another course. Okay, bye-bye.